Hello all, and welcome back to the Walrus Plays. Today, I'm doing some peglin. Now, there are a couple of good reasons for this. Unfortunately, I am still currently struck by flu, so I need something that I don't need to actively concentrate to play. Well, I still need to actively concentrate, but it's a little bit easier since it's technically sort of turn-based-ish. Now, I've been having a go smashing through as the Spinventor recently, and I've got up to Crucible 8, so I'm going to give it a good try. So the Spinventor's got an interesting ability in that unique orbs get better if you have, obviously, only one of them, because therefore they're unique. Who would have guessed? Now, I'm going to take this one, the grabby hand, because flying enemies usually annoy me anyway, so let's see how well we do in today's attempt. So, we probably want to head right and then left to get this chest. So, we've got the Splat Orb and 4 basic pebbles. Let's see what we can achieve with this mess. Well, apparently I can't hit those bombs enough. Now, the thing is, I'm on Crucible 8, which is nowhere near as savage as later versions of Crucible have been when I've been attempting it as other characters like the basic peglin. In my last my attempts through to achieve Crucible 18, which was an absolute palaver. I think it's Crucible 18 I'm on. I can't even remember. It's been so long that I've actually bothered to have a check. What a twit I am. Either way, I'm going to try and get at least 25 money, because then with that 25 money, I can potentially upgrade or get a new... Ooh, hello. The upgrade Sectorb. Now, this guy is the only... Well, the Spinventor is the only one who can get the full... the Assemble. And the Assemble is a really, really nasty, potent piece of gear. So, shockingly enough, I'd quite like to get it. It's not easy, though. I think it's made of 5 different parts. So, one can hope maybe I'll get it. But for now, it's unique. So, it's thankfully, I get the unique bonus for it. And it is currently going to give me upgrades on every peg that I hit. So let's see if we can clear this out a little bit. That wasn't very clever. Right, so I want to aim for this refresh marker here. That would be the next kind of aim here. So this is not going to do a huge amount of damage. It's only going to do 1 or 2, depending on if I crit. But you can see that it's stacking the upgrades all over a large quantity of different things there, which is really useful. So let's see again. I'm going to target you. Well, actually, it's not really going to matter because I'm going to blow them up with a bomb. Bang! Go away. Again, though, I need to try and get some money. So let's see if we can get a little bit more cash on the go. Ow. Well, this is going well, isn't it? Well, it's now dead. Dead spider. Victory is mine. Ooh, the Generator Orb. That's quite a fun one. Let's keep going. So I'm going to head down to the left. If I can. So let's try that again. I'd like to head over to the left, please. Thank you, not into the fire. Because fire is pain. Pain is bad. What's in the chest? We've got, an increased length of aim. So, I think I'd like to go and fight one of these mini-bosses. So we're going to go to the left. So, let's go. Whee! Down to the left one. And either left or right, either will do. So I'm going to ditch this one for now, that basic orb. Ball, even, pebble. And because, of course, we do increased damage because of our grabby hand, those flying enemies are in all kinds of trouble. Excellent. And again, we're stacking up the bonus damage again, which is really important here. Because, of course, I will want to do even more bonus damage to everything that gets in my way. The Spinventor also has a really big bonus when it comes to using the slime effect balls. Because this one I've got it hits adjacent other pegs, which is really useful. But there's also a trinket, if memory serves, that gives you not trinket, relic. That's what they're called. They're relics in this game. I was thinking of Binding of Isaac for some reason. Yeah, so there's these relics that give you an increased damage for any that have been slimed. They get a +5 damage boost. Shockingly enough, I'd quite like to get that because that'll make my shots more effective, as I'll be able to hit more things with slime. Well, that's dead. Excellent stuff. I'm going to upgrade my Generatorb. And, do we want to go? Yeah, we want to go left, don't we? So, bing! Off we go. Now, do I fight the left or the right boss? We'll find out. Oh, upgrade. Well, I'll take an upgrade on that, thank you. Going to the right, then. I didn't even bothering to move my mouse. I was just like, I'm just going to click. Okay, so it's this one. The slime enemy. Slime boss. Slime mini boss, even. What's the point? So, now this one I remember fighting a couple of times as the lovely Roundrel, where I was desperately valiantly defeating this thing. But because of the way that it works, the Roundrel that is, giving stat debuffs on every shot, this enemy really struggles because, of course, any debuffs that you stack on it apply to any of the slimes that it creates, which is really good. Now, the big trade-off I would suggest with this one, that I have to be careful with, is that this particular boss, when it does spawn the rainbow slime, because it will spawn one, well, maybe not will, it has a good chance of spawning one, I could end up not really doing much to it, unfortunately, because, as you can see, I've whiffed my shots repeatedly. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, I think I need to kill, whoops, that one that's in front of me. Unfortunately, I keep forgetting to target it. Let's try that again. Right, you. Time to die. Well, you're gonna die now. That's the important thing. I really want to trigger that bomb. It's probably the most sensible thing for me to do right now, isn't it? And aim. Oh dear. That didn't go well, did it? Ow, ow, ow. Okay, let's try that again. And hit the bomb. So we've hit the bomb. That's important. And that should kill the green one off. That's good. I have a feeling that now... There we go. There's the rainbow slime. Because, of course, I want to hit it as much as possible. Oh, no. I've whiffed that up. Can I hit the refresh? That's the big thing that I need to try to do here. Okay, so hit the refresh. And that's definitely not going to be enough. No, it doesn't really matter. I'd like to have hit it because then I could have got more money on the board. But at the moment, I really just need to just do damage. I'm taking a bunch of dumb damage, and it's my own stupid fault for not actually trying to kill the enemies as quickly as possible. I've got 53 out of 100 health, so I'm not terribly low, but I'm low enough that I don't really want to be this low. Probably the best way of putting it. So, let's try the good old upgrade Sectorb, see if I can do a bit more. I mean, it's only part of the assemble still, but it's upgrading balls that I hit by +3 with every hit. There we go. This is why I like the Generatorb, is because it does jump between quite a few like that. And it gives you quite a nice, interesting bonus, especially because it gives them the durable benefit, as all slime balls do. So I can hit them repeatedly, which is great. Now, why would I want... Oh, okay, so that's why, because it does a silly amount of damage. Okay, so I'm going to heal, and I'm going to take an upgrade, and we're going to upgrade our Splat Orb. Immediately do damage for every target enemy for every 2. Yes, great, let's do that. Which way do we want to go? I think we want to go down to the left. I think that'll be the best plan. Let's go. So, as I was kind of saying earlier, though, I'm still very much struggling with the flu. And it is very much kicking my ass, and I'm not enjoying it, as you can probably imagine. Hopefully, I'll recover a bit from it soon. There's been a lot of sleep going on, because goodness gracious, I am absolutely exhausted. Now, I didn't want to do that. I actually wanted to fight the mini boss. Oops. That's what I get for not paying attention. I was chatting mad nonsense, and what did I do? Suffer for it. Because actually, I would quite like to fight the mini-boss. Which is my own fault. Okay, so let's aim for that refresh. There we go. It's not quite doing what I was hoping, but oh well. Okay, I'm going to aim for the middle here. I'm not going to use the egg. because the egg would be a bad thing to use, because it can only be used once, and it's actually a vital component of the cake. And I don't actually think I've managed to bake the cake in any of the runs I've had when I've been recording it, which is a real shame, because it's quite a cute little funny event. But it's not guaranteed, because it does that was terrible. It does very much rely on getting the luck of finding said peglin, who is the peglin chef, who can then make said cake with the egg. Okay, so that's a dead horrible, and now we're going to get eaten. Right. So it's got 31 health at the moment. Can I hit that bomb and actually get some... Ah, no, that could have been better. Ow, ow, ow. Ow! Well, I've hit the refreshes. That's kind of the important bit. Oh, that goodness gracious. That was terrible shooting. Let's try again. Okay, so we're going to hit some good old Tesla energy there. Feeling very much like the Soviets from Red Alert right now. Give me that Tesla power. Which is, you know, interesting for me at least, because they were the faction that I played with the most when I was a kid growing up. My brother and I both played a lot of the Command & Conquer and Red Alert series of games, and mostly because we were very lucky when we were growing up. We had 2 computers. We had one each. Both with the CD-ROM drive and everything. That was like, oh. Now, I don't think I want to duplicate all my orbs, because if I duplicate them all, they cease gaining the benefit of the spinventionality. I'm going to go with just duplicate a random orb. That was pretty dumb, actually, because I've now got 24 health. I don't think this run's going to go very well today. Which one did I duplicate? Ah, okay, the assemble. Interesting. But yeah, what I was trying to say was, like, we were very lucky growing up. We had... we both had computers with CD-ROM drives, and I mean, that was a thing. I mean, kind of a given, right? Not everybody had one of those, and we were very, very lucky with that. And I'm painfully aware of it. And what it kind of meant was that we really looked for games that we could play that didn't rely on either us both having the CD in the game tray, in the CD-ROM tray, or ones that came with 2 CDs. And that's where Command & Conquer and games like that and Total Annihilation really came in, because they came with 2 CDs. And yes, okay, we couldn't play the campaigns at the same time, but we could still play the game. We could play lots of multiplayer. Well, no, that's a lie. We could still play the campaigns, we just couldn't play the same campaign at the same time. And that's all that matters, is we were able to play games and had lots of fun. I've got a bad feeling about this. I think I'm gonna die. Ow. I say as I take a bunch of dumb damage. Ah, that hurt. That was incredibly rude. Uh-oh. Here comes death. Ow. Well, that sucked. Ah, well. Hopefully I'll be able to achieve a little bit of a better run through when I next have another go through at this. If you did enjoy, please do like, share, and subscribe. And don't worry, there's going to be a lot more Peglin content coming soon, as I have a feeling a week of Peglin is very much needed. But hopefully I'll catch you again the next time the Walrus plays the daily runs of something.